be gay in Hollywood you never expected. They be having these big mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a mother to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room. And
he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me suck his p. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, it's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that.
Katt Williams just blew the doors wide open again, and this time he's not joking around. He's been warning people for years about those mysterious late-night parties thrown by Diddy, but now Katt's dropping an even bigger bombshell. He's saying it wasn't just Diddy involved, he's calling out Will Smith by name. According to Katt, there were hidden freak-off rooms, artists acting strange behind closed doors, and now real names are starting to come out. The first one? August Alsina. Back in the mid-2000s, August wasn't just another R&B singer trying to make it. He was struggling with serious health problems, constant pain, and the brutal pressure that comes with the music industry. That's when he met Jada Pinkett Smith, reportedly through Jaden. Publicly, Jada presented herself as a guide, someone offering comfort, healing, and support during his lowest moments. But things took a wild turn. According to August, what started as mentorship turned into a full-blown relationship. And here's the twist. He claimed Will Smith knew all about it and even gave it the green light. That confession alone shattered the internet. Some people saw it as two grown adults making their own choices, while others couldn't believe what they were hearing. Others felt like August got dragged into something way bigger than him, a messy family situation where he ended up being used like a pawn in a marriage that was already falling apart. Many people walked away thinking August didn't leave that situation healed at all. Instead, he seemed emotionally drained, broken, and totally exposed by Jada. Fast forward a few years, and suddenly August's name starts surfacing again, this time linked to Sean Diddy Combs. By 2018, August was showing up in that exclusive inner circle, industry events, private get-togethers, VIP access, the whole thing. On the surface, it looked like he was just climbing the ladder, making power moves for his career. But behind the scenes, the whispers got darker. People in the streets started wondering if this was really about music, or if August had gotten pulled deeper into that dangerous system the industry is known for, one that chews people up and spits them out once they've been used up. That's when the old rumors about Will Smith came flooding back. Word on the street was that Will was the one who introduced August to Diddy. And let's be real, these weren't brand new talks. For years, people online had been speculating about Will's private life, his boundaries, and what might really be happening behind that picture-perfect Hollywood image. Things exploded when Will's former assistant, brother Bilal, came forward claiming Will had secret relationships with men. Will clapped back immediately, calling those accusations straight-up lies. Jada backed him publicly and even mentioned taking legal action to shut it all down. But then something wild happened. Instead, brother Bilal didn't back down one bit. He straight up dared them to sue him. He said if a lawsuit came his way, he'd drop everything: receipts, proof, evidence, the whole thing. That's bold. Now, I don't know how that sounds to you, but most people who are lying don't double down like that, especially when lawyers start circling. And here's where it got even more suspicious. Right after Bilal made that statement, Jada went totally silent. No response, no denial, nothing. Nearly 2 whole years passed, and still No lawsuit, no statement, nothing but silence. Then, out of nowhere, on January 3rd, 2026, Brother Bilal popped back up on Tasha K's podcast, repeating every claim he made before. He even reminded everyone that Will and Jada still hadn't taken him to court. That sent the internet spinning all over again. At the same time, more stories started resurfacing about Will allegedly attending Diddy's super private parties, the kind where phones get snatched at the door, cameras are banned, and nobody talks about what goes down inside. Total lockdown, complete secrecy, and no leaks at all. That's when people started digging up old clips of Katt Williams, and one line hit different this time. He once said, "If you play the Hollywood game right, doors fly open, but if you don't, it turns into a nightmare." That quote suddenly sounded like a warning shot. Will Smith stayed quiet through most of Diddy's controversies, keeping his image clean while the chaos unfolded. But once those RICO charges hit and the legal pressure got too heavy to dodge, things shifted fast. Will faded from the spotlight almost overnight, like he didn't want his name anywhere near that drama. He did make a quick denial during a stand-up show in San Diego, brushing off the rumors, but fans quickly dug up old footage of him calling Diddy his brother, and that didn't help his case at all. The internet ran wild with that connection.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way know why they take it the wrong.
Meanwhile, August Alsina was falling apart behind the scenes between 2020 and 2022. His life looked like a slow-motion breakdown, emotional interviews, long disappearances, and raw talks about his mental health. His sit-down with Angela Yee shook the culture when he finally confirmed his relationship with Jada and revealed just how much pain it caused him. It wasn't just gossip anymore, it was heartbreak on full display. That whole situation led straight to Red Table Talk, where Jada dropped that now infamous word entanglement and changed the internet forever. Her explanation painted the whole thing as a story about personal growth and healing, but a lot of people saw something totally different. August ended up looking like the one who got hurt the most. Sources close to him said he was devastated, emotionally shattered, and trying to piece his life back together after what went down with Jada. That's when things started getting darker. Whispers began spreading that August wasn't just involved, he was being used. Allegedly, he was kept close during Will's PR crises as a distraction, someone to keep people talking about the wrong thing while the real secret stayed hidden. It stopped sounding like love or healing and started sounding like strategy. Some insiders even claimed August was pressured to stay quiet, to play along and not stir the pot. It wasn't about romance anymore, it was about control. For years, names like Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown had been hinting at this same twisted dynamic, mentorships that weren't really about guidance, but manipulation disguised as help. Behind those closed doors, young artists weren't being built up, they were being broken down, one secret at a time. At this point, it's really up to people whether they believe these stories or not. But one thing's for sure, the details keep lining up in ways that make everyone uneasy. Then came another twist. Joyner Lucas cracked a joke in public about the extreme security at Will Smith's house, and that one joke set social media on fire. It might have sounded like harmless humor, but fans weren't laughing. They were reading between the lines. Why would someone need that kind of over-the-top security for private gatherings? Is it just a celebrity being cautious, or is it about keeping certain things locked down, making sure nothing and no one ever slips out? Then another name got pulled back into the conversation. Bryshere Gray, the young star who once lit up the screen on Empire. His rise was quick, but his fall was even faster. Arrests, mental health struggles, and a career that completely collapsed in front of the world. According to resurfaced claims from brother Bilal and Jaguar Wright, Bryshare Gray was allegedly dragged into those same Hollywood circles way too early, surrounded by power players who saw his potential but used it the wrong way. Some say he got broken by the very system that was supposed to make him shine. After that, things took an even darker turn. Lawsuits started flying left and right, packed with claims of sabotage, emotional abuse, and straight-up exploitation. Brother Bilal even alleged that Bryshare Gray had broken down during private talks, completely wrecked emotionally, saying he'd been taken advantage of by powerful men, allegedly including both Will Smith and Diddy. That claim alone sent shockwaves online. Then the conversation shifted in a direction no one expected. People started questioning Jaden Smith's involvement. Rumors began spreading fast across social media, suggesting he might have been exposed to adult situations too early. Will Smith denied every bit of it, but the internet wasn't buying it, especially with how many young men connected to that circle ended up spiraling later on. The pattern was starting to look way too familiar, and people were paying attention. From there, the trails circled right back to Usher. It's public knowledge that he lived with Diddy as a teenager, and when old interviews resurfaced, they hit completely different this time. In one clip, Usher described that experience as curious, but later admitted he'd never let his own kids go through what he did. Back then, his words sounded mysterious, but now they sound loaded with regret and a warning that people are finally starting to understand. And that's exactly where Justin Bieber enters the picture. He was barely a teenager when he got pulled into Diddy's world, and looking back, that connection feels way darker than it did back then. Old clips have resurfaced, showing Diddy bragging about spending 48 hours with Justin, even saying what went down during that time couldn't be discussed. People laughed it off years ago, treating it like some harmless celebrity story, but now, in light of all the new allegations about secret parties and that hidden freak-off culture, that same footage feels uncomfortable to watch.
It's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on, right? So I'm like, I pull him to the side, right? And I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. I want to love you because everybody else loves you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me suck his p. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo.
When you think about Justin's later years, the breakdowns, the disappearing acts, and those emotional interviews where he talked about betrayal and cutting ties with people from his early career, it starts to make more sense. The pain looked real, and it wasn't just fame stress. Then, when Justin spoke out about wanting to protect young artists and even reached out publicly to Billie Eilish to offer support, people started connecting the dots fast. That didn't sound random. It sounded like a man who'd seen too much and didn't want anyone else going through it. So when you take a step back and look at everything together, it stops feeling like just a bunch of separate rumors. It starts to look like a pattern. Young talent gets brought in close, promised mentorship and opportunity, then pulled into circles of power and left to deal with the emotional wreckage alone. Meanwhile, the big names stay safe, quiet, and protected. With Will Smith's silence, Diddy's long history, and all these resurfacing voices, it paints a picture that's hard to ignore and even harder to forget. And just when people thought the storm had calmed down, new whispers started spreading again, this time about what might be coming next. The energy online has shifted big time. More insiders are hinting that what's already been exposed is only the surface of something way deeper. Word is, investigators are quietly connecting dots behind the scenes, piecing together who knew what and when. Some claim there are files, footage, and witness lists that could flip everything upside down if they ever see the light of day. Meanwhile, celebrities who once partied with Diddy and the Smiths are suddenly distancing themselves. Old friends aren't saying a word, social media pages are being wiped clean, and publicists are working overtime to keep their clients' names out of the headlines. The silence feels strategic, like everyone's waiting to see who gets exposed next. Fans online are doing their own detective work too, revisiting old interviews and cryptic quotes that suddenly make a lot more sense now. Every innocent story about wild industry nights or mentorship programs is being replayed with a new lens, and the more people dig, the unsettling it gets. Now there's talk of a bigger Hollywood reckoning where no one, not even the untouchable A-listers, can hide from accountability forever. With Diddy facing mounting legal chaos, Will staying completely quiet, and others being dragged into the mix, it feels like the mask over this side of the industry is starting to slip for good. And if the next wave of evidence really drops, the world might finally see what's been hiding in plain sight all along. Now, the buzz is that things are about to explode even more, because people who used to stay quiet are finally starting to talk. Former assistants, bodyguards, and party staff are reportedly reaching out to journalists, saying they're tired of protecting names that never protected them. Some of these folks claim they've seen enough behind closed doors to make the public question everything they thought they knew about Hollywood's elite. If even half of what they're hinting at is true, the fallout could be massive. Rumor has it a few major media outlets are already working on long-form exposures, digging into the links between Diddy's inner circle, Will Smith's connections, and other high-profile figures who always seem to dodge the spotlight when things got messy. Insiders say these stories could drop any day now, and that's got a lot of people shaking. You can feel the tension online, like everyone's holding their breath, waiting for that first domino to fall. Meanwhile, social media detectives are piecing everything together in real time, sharing timelines, old videos, and interview clips that suddenly carry new meaning. It's turning into a full-on digital investigation.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me. And
Justin Bieber unfollowed his former manager, Scooter Braun, on Instagram, which sounds really minor.
It sounds sort of very high school.
But it is a big deal, especially for celebrities. And then the really surprising thing is after Justin did that, Scooter deactivated his entire Instagram.
I just want to protect her, I don't want her to wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me,
And here's the wild part. Fans are now demanding accountability, not gossip. They want names, proof, and real answers. It's not just about celebrity drama anymore. It's about power, silence, and how far some people will go to stay protected. The walls seem to be closing in on an entire era of Hollywood secrets, and the world's watching every move like it's the season finale of a show that's finally about to reveal its darkest twist. As the pressure builds, Hollywood's once untouchable names are starting to feel the heat like never before. Lawyers are scrambling, NDAs are being reviewed, and PR teams are spinning stories faster than fans can even keep up. The vibe right now feels tense, like everyone knows something's coming, but no one wants to be the first to say it out loud. Behind the scenes, whispers say a few insiders have already handed over private messages, emails, and photos that could connect the dots between the biggest stars and the secret events that started all this noise. Some say those files are already in the hands of investigators and journalists, waiting for the perfect moment to drop the truth. If that happens, careers could end overnight. No warning, no second chances. Even celebrities who once bragged about their Hollywood connections are suddenly posting cryptic quotes about energy and healing, trying to quietly distance themselves without naming names. Fans see through it though. They're calling it out online, saying the industry is just trying to save face before the storm hits full force. And that storm's getting closer. People are comparing what's unfolding to a modern-day reckoning where money and fame can't shield anyone from exposure anymore. The chatter isn't dying down, it's only growing louder. Every day another clip resurfaces, another story aligns, and another name trends for all the wrong reasons. The world's starting to realize this isn't just scandal. It's the start of a Hollywood meltdown unlike anything we've seen before. Now the tension in Hollywood is electric. Everyone's watching, waiting, and wondering who's gonna crack first. Big studios are quietly reviewing contracts, making sure no one tied to these scandals becomes a liability. The air feels heavy with panic, and behind the polished smiles at red carpet events, insiders say everyone's whispering about the same thing. When will the truth finally drop? More leaks are reportedly coming from people who were once deep inside those circles. Assistants, stylists, and party organizers who've stayed quiet for years. Some of them are now saying they're done protecting the powerful, and they're ready to tell their side. Whispers claim they've seen things that would completely flip Hollywood's image upside down. Meanwhile, fans online are treating every new clue like part of a puzzle, pulling together timelines, connecting familiar faces, and spotting how the same names keep appearing again and again. It's like the internet has turned into its own investigation squad, and every new piece of info feels like it's building towards something explosive. Even the celebrities who aren't directly named are acting nervous, canceling appearances, going dark on social media, and avoiding interviews that might put them on the spot. Everyone's playing defense, but the walls are closing in fast. What started as whispers about wild parties and secret rooms has now turned into a full-on Hollywood crisis, one that's starting to expose how deep the control, silence, and manipulation really run. And the scariest part? It feels like we've only seen the beginning. By now, it's clear. Hollywood isn't just shaking, it's straight up cracking at the seams. The calm, polished image that the industry has been selling for decades is starting to crumble, and people are finally realizing how much has been hidden behind that perfect red carpet glow. Insiders are whispering that more big names are preparing for impact, hiring crisis managers, and bracing for whatever's about to come out next. It's damage control mode everywhere you look.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell no.
You called her a dope fiend.
Yeah, I called her bald-headed dope fiend, without question. I told her she better sue me because
she said to TMZ when they asked her when she left the Breakfast Club,
yes.
She looked, they was like, well, what do you got to say? And she was like, we're suing! And I was just like, okay.
Right.
That's been about 2 years.
Yeah, and
we haven't gotten a lawsuit yet.
2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to be, to show that it was true. So from that, that's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that I extorted you, there was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out.
New reports say investigators are digging through financial records, travel logs, and digital archives tied to the same circles of power that keep coming up. Diddy's empire, Will's network, and the long list of celebrities who seem to float between those same exclusive gatherings. Some are calling it Hollywood's biggest unmasking ever. Even streaming platforms and production companies are rumored to be freezing projects connected to certain stars, just in case their names end up in the next wave of headlines. Nobody wants to be caught holding the bag when the next scandal drops. Fans can feel the shift too. The energy online is different now, less about gossip and more about uncovering the truth. People are tired of the fake smiles, the PR spin, and the silence that protects the rich while everyone else gets chewed up and forgotten. What's coming feels bigger than celebrity drama. It's looking like a full-blown cultural reckoning, and with each new name, each resurfaced clip, and each confession that slips through the cracks, one thing's becoming crystal clear. Hollywood's mask is slipping, and the world's finally ready to see what's underneath. We're not saying everything's confirmed, but let's be real. The streets don't start talking for no reason. There are way too many stories overlapping, too many people describing the same kind of pain, and too many breakdowns coming from those who were part of the same tight Hollywood circles. That can't all be coincidence. Every week, more names pop back up, more old clips resurface, and more voices are speaking out like they're done staying quiet. This story's nowhere near finished, it's just heating up. People are starting to wonder if what was called mentorship was really something darker, something that looked like opportunity on the outside, but felt like manipulation behind the scenes. And the question that's haunting everyone now is simple. How many big names have been protected by silence this whole time? How deep does this go? And how long has it really been happening? The patterns are hard to ignore. Rising stars getting close to the same power players, then fading away, emotionally wrecked and cut off from the spotlight. Meanwhile, the powerful ones keep their reputations polished and untouched. But that silence, it's cracking, bit by bit, and people everywhere are watching it unfold in real time. So now it's your turn. What do you think really went down behind those locked doors? Was it guidance gone wrong or power being abused behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts below, speak your truth, and don't hold back. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more unfiltered deep dives into the stories they don't want you to hear.
So speaking of fear, I got to get your take on August Alsina.
What about?
He goes on, podcast with Nick Cannon and a few others, and he admits, after of course coming out with his, situationship or entanglement with Jada Pinkett, he admits that he now is God has shown him the love of a man.
So Jada f***ed him up, and now he don't want pussy no more. That's the last woman he on the books having sex with? That old his son, his friend's mama? What the f is going on with these bitches out Calabasas?
I ain't do nowhere near that, man. I ain't do none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a lie. I don't even like Baby White.
Thank God that God gave us a Will Smith, and that's real talk.
Thank you
For
very
real,
much,
I love
man.
you, one of the realest black king, God warrior. We love you.
Appreciate you.
Love,
Y'all be
thank you.
good. Have fun.
Say what's up to the family.
I
Love.
will. They sitting at the table right now. I got to get back in there and get some Easter dinner.
I don't want to get you in trouble with that. Go do your thing, player.
Y'all be good now.
All right.
Peace.